Inside the locker room, players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. Hi everyone, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Kevin Harlan here with you. Joining me tonight, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. Our buddy David Aldridge is on the sideline getting story. All right, a chance to check out stats for C.J. McCollum.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Running the wings, they'll go with Green and Brooks. Thompson is out there with Alperen Şengün. And it's Van Vliet in at the point. And for the Pelicans, Williamson out there with Kelly Olynyk. Then there's McCollum. Then there's Trey Murphy. And it's Messi in at the 5. And teams getting geared up, Greg, for the stretch run. Does that give you extra motivation as a player?
Oh, yes. Seeing that finish line can really help you out down the stretch. As a player, ending the year strong is key, whether you're in the playoff race or in the lottery.
Now here's Williamson. New Orleans moving it around. Pass to McCollum. 5 on the clock. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson.
Well, that's the thing about McCollum. He can absorb the contact and still complete the play.
Thompson outside. Back to Van Vliet. Plays it up and banks it in. And the Pelicans with the possession. Pass to McCollum. Stolen by Van Vliet. Drives to the hoop. That one goes. Count it. Van Vliet's got his second basket of the night.
And willing himself to the basket, Van Vliet has earned his spot in the NBA. This guy hard to deny.
To the inside. Messi. Second chance shot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Thompson.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
New Orleans shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
He's off on the first. So, Stan, I'm looking at this Pelicans roster. They've done a great job building through trades, signing kids off the street, and acquiring talent.
Yeah, I'm not sure, Kevin, that anyone's done a better job of putting together a roster so deep and talented. And as you said, they've done it in so many ways. Draft, trade, undrafted guys. Just a tremendous job.
Really something. Hey, Greg, where do you think the Rockets are the strongest in their play?
I'd say on the glass. They generally do a good job crashing the boards and going for loose balls. They really value every possession. And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Olynyk, a screen on Van Vliet. 3-pointer. And McCollum is good for 3. McCollum's got 5.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. If he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Now here's Thompson. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
McCollum against Van Vliet. It's McCollum with the drive. And the shot goes down. 7 points in the game.
Yeah, look at the touch. McCollum off the drive.
Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with head coach Willie Green.
I asked him how they plan on bottling up Jalen Green. Now, he said we have to try and stay in front of him and protect the rim. Jalen is an explosive athlete and an incredibly crafty finisher around the basket, so keeping him out of the paint won't be easy. Guys, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. Houston shooting their first free throws of the game.
2 shots.
First free throw is good. And defensively, Stan, the Pelicans look to try and switch as much as they can.
Yeah, Kevin, and it makes sense with their personnel. It can mean reduced minutes for traditional centers at times, but that's the defensive philosophy they've committed to.
Both free throws good from Green. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
And he starts out with a miss in this one. Rockets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And too long on the shot. For the New Orleans Pelicans, their last game a loss to the Los Angeles Lakers. Pass to Olynyk. Shoots over Van Vliet. And Olynyk gets it to go on the assist by McCollum.
Well, he's a true combo guard. McCollum is trusted to run this offense. Great pass.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. And let's go now to the rookie watch. For the past month, these have been the most productive NBA rookie scores. Amen Thompson, 4th.
And those numbers have started to set him apart offensively from most of the other rookies in the league.
The Rockets trail. Here's Van Vliet. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. The Pelicans have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Williamson looking it over Brooks. Here's Messi. Collects the two-pointer near the hoop.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Outside, Green. Releases from 15, and it falls over the rim and in.
When Green goes up for that mid-range jumper, he gets way up in the air, makes it very difficult to contest.
Pass to Messi. And here's McCollum. Here's the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. McCollum's got 10.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Now, here's Şengün. And it's Van Vliet, top of the key. Some nice passing there by Houston. Şengün with a screen on Olynyk. It's deflected. Pass to Messi. McCollum outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Thompson.
Your classic combo guard. C.J. McCollum can play off the ball as a shooting guard, but also can run the point at times. A valuable piece for this team.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Now a veteran in the NBA, C.J. McCollum, seems to have adjusted nicely, don't you think, to his role as elder statesman.
Kevin, even going back years, I always thought that C.J. McCollum was one of the most consistent guys in the league. Seems like every time you check the box score, he'd have over 20 points, but never like 40, just every night, pencil him in. 20 to 30 in those range, 5 or 6 assists, high percentage. This guy is as consistent as they come.
And GA, what you have to admire about C.J. McCollum is he is the consummate pro.
Yeah, at this stage of his career, he's the adult in the room, and he's grown into a connector on the floor while still being that professional scorer. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
And the Pelicans with possession here. Following the score by Houston to the middle and stolen by Şengün. Green, no luck.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
Takes it from 10. That one off the back iron and out. Rockets trail by 5. Van Vliet up top. Out to Brooks. Takes a 3. And falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got 4 assists in the game. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Williamson against Brooks. Williamson in the post. Nice D from Brooks.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Van Vliet with a screen on McCollum. Brooks against McCollum. And he hits it to tie the game up. Brooks has got 7.
Oh, the balance Brooks has is impressive. Able to work through the defense and still capitalize.
Pass to McCollum. Down low. Here's Messi. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. For Houston, they've gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He wants to talk to his guys. And we've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Alperen Şengün.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
Smith kicks to Van Vliet. Trying to find Green. He's got it now. Back to Van Vliet. Takes the 3. And Green with the basket on the assist from Van Vliet. 7 points in the game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's a good screen. A 3 from McCollum. Here's Messi. Nice D from Brooks. On offense, here are the Rockets. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. And it's Williamson with the rebound.
When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
Now here's Williamson. He had 37 points last game out. Williamson double team. Olenek the pass to Williamson. Clock at 4. Tries a 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And missing your free throws usually changes the complexion of a game. Certainly did in that one.
Well, if you want to win away from home, quite simply, you have to make your free throws.
Here's Van Vliet. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Just a great hustle play there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Brooks against Williamson. To the paint. Here's McCollum. Got it. Good job in the low post. McCollum's got 14 points for the game.
Oh, man, a hot start for him. He's hit 5 of his first 7.
Now the Pelicans have lost in the first round GA of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason in order to take the next step.
Oh, here's Van Vliet. He's got 6. Off target from three-point range. New Orleans has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Here's McCollum. Yep, it counts. 16 points for him.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. They trail by 1. Outside, Green. Back to Van Vliet. Screen by Şengün. Kept alive. Stayed with it, but they couldn't get it to fall.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Here's Williamson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Grade, one of the best assets of Zion Williamson is his versatility.
And the combination of power and skill, it's obviously unique. And what I love about him is he's making better and better decisions. He's become as reliable as he is explosive.
He misses the free throw. Stan, no one knows Williamson's game more than you. You know it firsthand. Zion's physicality makes him incredibly difficult to defend.
Well, there's no question, Kevin. He's virtually unstoppable going to the basket. But as time goes on, you know everybody's athleticism decreases a little. If he's going to age well in the league, he's going to need to have that jump shot as a weapon.
I'm sure you told him that, didn't you?
I tried. Yeah, you have to really appreciate Williamson's fire and tenacity on the court. Players like him get everyone to increase their intensity.
And there's Shepherd on the assist from Green. Shepherd's got it all tied up now for the Rockets. McCollum against Green. Pass to Boston. .143 left to play here in the first. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And the Pelicans lead by 2.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Green. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Pelicans are putting the ball in Zion Williamson's hands. He said, I'm just playing chess within the game, seeing how the defense is guarding me. I'm going to pick my spots. My teammates trust me to make the right decision, but they also trust me to be me when that time is right. Kevin, I'll let you be you.
And I love when you are you, David. Thank you so much. Here's Shepherd following the score by New Orleans. Over Alvarado. And it's Shepherd missing.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Here's Boston. Tate covering. Shoots from 8, and it's New Orleans scoring again.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And stolen by Williamson. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Pass to McCollum. Back to Williamson. From downtown. And no good on the last second attempt this time. C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for New Orleans. Going on an absolute rampage, piling in the points. He dictated the pace of the entire quarter. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Pelicans.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
Oh, man, their mid-range jumper also has been on fire. Tough to beat a group of guys shooting with that much confidence.
They've got Jose Alvarado. Zion Williamson is out there with Bruce Brown. And it's Robinson Earl in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. Şengün, and Şengün is right there.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Now Alvarado. Nothing on the board. Here's Williamson. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got 6 rebounds here tonight. To the middle. Here's Whitmore. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good for Whitmore. New Orleans in the lead. Alvarado with it. Scoreless thus far. It's taken away by Smith. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Pass to Eason. Fires the 3. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
And it's Williamson missing. Houston's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Here's Whitmore. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Şengün inside. Working on Williamson. Pelicans trail. Fires for three. Şengün with the rebound. Şengün's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Pass to Shepherd. Now Whitmore. Just 5 on the clock. No good with the triple. For New Orleans, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Here's Williamson. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Houston's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Pass to Whitmore. And it's off from three-point range. Pelicans shooting here about 46% for the game. Here's Robinson Earl, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
All right, a chance to check out numbers for Şengün. Just an incredible month of basketball. He's averaging 19 points per game, 11 rebounds, and 4 assists. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that makes life easier for his teammates. He demands so much defensive attention.
No good on the free throw. Aaron Holiday is checked in for Shepherd. And he's good on the second. The Rockets have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Holiday finds Whitmore. The 3-ball. Sinks the three-pointer. Whitmore's got the lead up to 3 now for Houston.
And those are the kinds of shots that give rookies like Whitmore so much confidence.
Pass to Boston. Here's the screen. And the layup falls. Boston's got 6 points.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Holiday, the pass to Eason. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Count that one. Eason's got the lead back up to 3 now for the Rockets.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
Here's Robinson Earl. Şengün covering. Eason against Brown. 6 to shoot. Puts up a deep 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Şengün's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
For Houston, they have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And taking a look at their free throw statistics on the season, right around 74%.
Thompson, he's checked in for Houston. Fred VanVleet comes in for Aaron Holiday. And we talk about this every night. So much great young talent coming into the NBA. Is there one player, though, in particular, who right now stands out to you?
Well, I have to say, Kevin, Victor Wembanyama. I don't know that we have ever seen a guy of that size do the things that he does. Now, you can say, well, what about Nikola Jokic? Well, Nikola Jokic, first of all, is not Victor Wembanyama's size. And then Victor's handle and his length, the guy's incredible. he's going to be the face of the NBA for a long, long time.
Smith checked in for Cam Whitmore. Rockets on defense. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Williams in double team. Pass to Boston. 6 on the shot clock. Williamson against Smith. And Thompson sends it back. Eason with it. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Pacers in Indianapolis.
And how about the rebounding, too? He was just all over the glass, and the other team had no answer for how to contain him.
Pelicans trail by 6. Williamson finds Alvarado. Pass to Misi. Williamson outside. Over Eason. And the Pelicans miss again.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Thompson passes to Van Vliet.
And now only one away from being in the paint.
Olenek, he's checked in for the Pelicans. McCollum comes in for Jose Alvarado. The Rockets also changing it up. Brooks comes in for Tari Eason. And Jalen Green subbed in for Smith. Here's Thompson. Pass to Brooks. Şengün kicks to Van Vliet. Good. And it's Şengün picking up the assist. Van Vliet's got the lead up to 9 now for the Rockets. Here's Olenek. 11 points for him in that last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. New Orleans moving it around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Well, here's a group now that knows how to orchestrate from the wing. The top passing small forwards in the NBA during the past 10 games. Second is Zion Williamson.
The passes we've seen some of these guys make from the wing, just outstanding, truly gifted distributors.
Yeah, you can't teach the kind of vision that they have. Natural instinct to read the floor and find the open guy that they all possess.
The first one falls.
And you know what makes Zion so much fun is that I don't think there's a comp for him. The combination of power and skill, you throw in that he's a lefty, and we've never seen someone like him in the league.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Well, he hasn't made a shot, and his team is losing. Time to find another solution.
Brooks feeling it out a bit. Van Vliet outside. Good. And it's Şengün picking up the assist. Van Vliet's got 6 in the quarter.
They're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
Pass to Misi. Van Vliet against McCollum. Here's Misi, and he makes good on the layup. Misi's got 7 points in the game.
He's more than capable of running an offense. McCollum is a combo guard who you trust with the ball.
And Şengün throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And timeout called by Willie Green. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Zion Williamson.
Since the All-Star break, he has been superb and ranked among the top 10 in scoring. He can fill it up with the best of them.
And back to his phenomenal efficiency from 3, top 10 in the league. His consistent shooting creates so many openings in the defense. with the shot. Nice D from Brooks.
Well, he can't get anything to go right now. It's time to look at affecting the game in other ways.
Here's Van Vliet. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Messi. Over Thompson. And the Pelicans miss again. Rockets leading by 11. And there's Green on the assist by Thompson.
Assisted.
Green's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
With his athleticism, Green plays a lot bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
Pass to Messi. McCollum with the ball. Out to the right wing. Here's Olynyk. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Thompson.
At nearly 7 feet tall, Olynyk is tough to guard without fouling inside, especially when he's looking to score.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. You coach Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But do you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet? There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
And it's Green missing. Pelicans trail by 12. Now here's McCollum. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Lakers and out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession.
Well, look, plays like that are exactly why they find themselves in such a deep hole.
Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Rockets leading by 12. Van Vliet deciding where to go with it. Pass to Green. Screen by Smith. And that one's good. Green's got the lead up to 14 now for the Rockets.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Now here's Green following the miss by C.J. McCollum. Brooks outside. Pass to Smith. And Smith gets double teamed. From deep, Green. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet.
3 points.
Van Vliet's got his 7th assist in the game. Pelicans trail by 17. Here's Alvarado. Still without a basket. Now Olynyk. He's covered by Eason. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Well, he can really bully you in there. Olynyk is a tough assignment close to the basket.
Greg, what's the key thing Fred VanVleet brings to this offense?
I feel like he's really a centering presence, Kevin. The guys can look to him to call the play, to give them their orders, and trust that he's setting them up for success.
And the Pelicans with possession here after Dillon Brooks was able to get the triple. And there's 1:45 left to play here in the half. McCollum against Green. The shot. McCollum no good. Houston leading by 18. Green, the pass to Eason. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Here's Alvarado. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. For the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Tried to get in there using his height. Murphy working through the defense.
Van Vliet outside. They double-team Van Vliet. Smith kicks to Green. His three-pointers off the mark. Pelicans trail by 18. Pass to McCollum. Over Green. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got 18 points.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
Smith right side, trying to find Brooks. He's got it now. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And he plays with swagger, and when Brooks makes plays like that, it just fuels his fire even more.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Steven Adams comes in for Smith. And it's Jayshawn Tate in for Tari Eason. That one misses for Brooks.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Lets it go with a three. They get it back. Second shot opportunity. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots in the game right here.
And up to this point on the season, he's set a pace of right around 73% when he gets to the line.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Throw good, McCollum. And he makes both free throws. And so it's Houston with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
And for that matchup against the Magic, they've had the better season, but this game feels close.
More than a few analysts have predicted an upset here. I'm going the other way. I think they take care of business. And now talking about this game, what a first half from Fred VanVleet.
I like that he's not settling on offense. He's staying aggressive, finding high-quality looks. That's why he's shooting with SLE, Shaq-like efficiency.
And we all know that's elite efficiency. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Well, he's also a pretty good actor. He sells fouls really well.
So it's the Rockets now. Starting the second half, here's Ime Udoka's foul. At the guard positions, Van Vliet and Green. Dylan Brooks out there with Thompson. And it's Şengün in at the 5 down low.
Timing and athleticism. That's how Thompson won himself the second opportunity.
And so it's New Orleans with it, following the score by Houston and the basket by McCollum.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Van Vliet outside. Houston moving it around for the 3. Pelicans with the rebound. And here's McCollum. Pass to Messi. McCollum outside. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor. Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt, and let's hope he's okay.
And I feel like we see this all too often. Injuries, they play such a big part of the game.
Yeah, these kind of things really test your depth. Hopefully, it's not too serious.
And the Rockets making a change here. Shepard's checked in. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Şengün with the screen for Green. It's the three-point bomb. Green's got 17 now.
And we've seen this all night. Green with a wide range of ways to score. And, boy, he just keeps coming.
Now here's Williamson. He's one of the better scorers in the league, averaging almost 25 points a game. Free throw line jump shot. That shot is off. Houston leading by 16. Messi grabs the rebound. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Pass to Olynyk. Here's Messi. Now Williamson. 4 on the shot clock. Over Brooks. Rockets with the rebound.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
From deep, Green. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Messi's got rebound number 8 now on the night. Williamson in the post. Brooks covering. Pass to Olynyk. Here's Messi. From deep. That one misses. Houston's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. There's Green with the 3. And another field goal in his total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. And now the 2K leaderboard, a list of the teams that have rebounded the ball tremendously over the last 10 games. The Rockets number 1.
What a show of strength in terms of rebounding. I mean, they've really controlled the glass here of late, playing with some extreme physicality.
And it's McCollum in the corner. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Lets the three fly. A three-pointer's right on target. McCollum's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Pelicans. Thompson outside. Three-pointer, Brooks. Nisi grabs the rebound. Nisi's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. McCollum left side. Five to shoot. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Thompson. He's putting up about 14 points a night, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
Yeah, when a shot is missed, he has got great instincts for where the ball is going.
And the first one at the line is good. And so he hits both. And it seems a new era is upon us, GA. A lot of young stars and young teams vying for the status of household name.
Kevin, the casual fans might have to update their frame of reference, right? Especially since a lot of these new stars are playing in smaller markets. And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Here's Misi. He's got 9. Here's McCollum. Count it from 12. McCollum's got 30 points.
Well, sometimes you tell players you can have a good game in a loss. You've just got to keep doing what you're doing, and the rest of us have to figure it out.
Now here's Brooks. 14 points for him. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And one of these modern wings who doesn't just shoot threes. Brooks is a tough guy to cover.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Rockets.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And also, guys, the confidence to keep taking the three. It's been falling, so they've got to keep going back to it.
And that one falls for Brooks.
And there's a flexibility to Brooks's game. He can play a specific role for you, or he can be a high-usage guy. Really depends on what a team needs from night to night.
So he gets them both. And so McCollum will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. And Alperen Şengün gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
Second team foul.
Brooks against Williamson. New Orleans moving it around. Just 5 on the clock. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. It's rebounded by Houston. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's the floater. That shot off.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
It's stolen by Green. Here's Şengün. Good. Great play by Green to set it up. Green's got 3 assists tonight. Pelicans trail by 18. McCollum outside. The shake. And McCollum with the slam.
And McCollum very smooth with the handle, creating the separation he needs.
Pass to Shepard. Back to Brooks. Williamson with the block. And he's able to get it back. And Green gets it to go.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And here is Olynyk following Jalen Green's three. And here's McCollum for three. It's rebounded by Şengün. Houston leading by 19 points. Here's Brooks. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. Brooks has got 6 points in the quarter.
Good use of the stop and pop there by Brooks, keeping his body under control.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. New Orleans making a switch here. Alvarado's checked in. Jabari Smith, he's checked in for the Rockets. Tari Eason comes in for Dylan Brooks. Here's Alvarado, guarded by Green. Inside. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Well, with each year in the league, we're seeing Murphy become a better distributor.
Green passes to Şengün. It's blocked. It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Green kicks to Smith. Thompson outside. Outside, Green. Shot clock at 5. Lays it up off the glass. Green's got 25 points in the game.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
McCollum against Thompson. Now here's McCollum. He's covered closely. Good D by Thompson. Houston leading by 21. Over in the corner, Green. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Green's got 14 points now in the second half.
Oh, the corner isn't always Green's spot, but we know he's got the skill to hit from there.
Now Alvarado hasn't made one yet. Thompson against McCollum. Pulls from the top of the key. Rockets with the rebound.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area.
Green, the pass to Şengün. Smith inside. He's defended by Alvarado. And it goes down 2 points. Smith's got his first points of the night.
Oh, love the determination Smith showed there, refusing to let the contact alter his shot.
McCollum with the ball. He's got 32. Williamson left side. Fades back. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Well, there, instead of forcing the issue, Zion takes what the defense gives him.
And Thompson kicks to Şengün. Pass to Green. Smith sets the pick for Green. Nisi grabs the rebound. Nisi's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Williamson against Smith. Williamson, the pass to McCollum. Over Thompson, and Thompson sends it back. Green in the post. He's defended by Alvarado. And there's Green on the assist by Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one. Thompson against McCollum. They set the pick. Nice spin off the left rim and in. McCollum's got 14 points now in the second half.
Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying it. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
Now here's Green, 30 points in the game. Here's Alvarado.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the third quarter of the game. Williamson against Smith. And it's Williamson missing.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Releases. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Şengün's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
McCollum against Thompson. Now here's McCollum. He's got 34. To the inside. Here's Messi. Doesn't go for him. Great defense that time from Şengün. There's 57 seconds left to play in the third. Shot by Easton, no good. New Orleans gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Williamson, the pass to Alvarado. Kicks it out to McCollum. And Thompson sends it back. Outside, Green. Thompson outside. 26 seconds left in the third. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
And with his movement skills, Thompson routinely catches defenders out of position.
For Houston, they have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good.
And Thompson is one of the best pure athletes to come into the league in quite some time. He's fast, and boy, can he fly.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Tate, he's checked in for Tari Eason. And it's Whitmore in for Alperen Şengün. Good on the second free throw. We've got 22 seconds left in the third. McCollum outside. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Houston on top, delivering the blowout. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Let's get an update now on Fred VanVleet. What's the status, David?
Well, guys, I was able to talk with Houston's head athletic trainer about his status. And, guys, unfortunately, he has a collapsed lung. Obviously, that's very bad news. And, of course, that would be a brutal loss for this team if he misses any time, as they're getting ready for the end of the season. Evan?
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it as always.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
We've got Williamson, also Bruce Brown out there, and it's Alvarado in at the 1 spot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And it's Whitmore missing. Well, for New Orleans, shooting about 42% so far. Lets it go from 14. It's rebounded by Şengün.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Whitmore. Covered by Williamson. Pass to Shepard. Good. And it's Şengün picking up the assist. Şengün's got his 3rd assist on the night. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
It's stolen by Shepard. 4th quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. And nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity. Always a plus.
And the Pelicans with the possession. They have yet to put up any points here in the 4th. To the middle. Here's Boston. It's rebounded by Houston. Whitmore with it. Picked up by Brown. It's good. That's 10 points for Cam Whitmore.
And when he gets downhill, Whitmore is a force.
Williamson against Smith. And it's Williamson missing. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Rockets. Here in the 4th quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Pass to Shepard. Shot clock at 6. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Here's Alvarado. Here's Boston. And that time, also a missed shot.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Smith. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Alvarado passes to Robinson Earl. Back to Alvarado. New Orleans moving the ball around. And the dunk by Williamson.
Already one of the most powerful dunk artists in the history of this game. Mount Zion.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. No one near Shepard as he lets it go. Here's Smith. And it comes off the front of the rim. For New Orleans, they've gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the 4th quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. There's Brown with the 3. Drills it from outside.
Well, maybe not the shot they were looking for there, but the defense gave it to him, and he knocked it down.
Now, Shepard. Hey, Coach Van Gundy, what advice would you give to the teams that are rebuilding around their young players?
Well, generally, Kevin, what I would say is get some veteran leadership, some veteran presence on your team also, so that you have guys that can show the young guys what professionalism is and help them in their adjustment to the NBA.
Yeah, getting the right kind of veteran, right, with the right kind of message.
That's a great point. Just having an older guy is not the answer. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Nice shot by Smith.
And you see how fast Smith leaks out. He loves running in the open floor.
Smith against Williamson. Pass to Alvarado. Brown outside. Down low, here's Williamson. The rebound by Shepard.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Count it, good.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's Alvarado. Pass to Robinson Earl. Floats it up for Williamson. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And yeah, he's 280 pounds. We've never seen anyone hang in the air like this young man. Williamson is special.
Here's Whitmore to the paint and stolen by Williamson. And now the Pelicans on the break. Austin, no good.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
Smith the pass to Tate. Hassan and Smith with the assist that time. Smith's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, they've won the battle of transition buckets, and those easy points have helped them build this lead.
Yeah, they did a great job of controlling the pace throughout the game and keeping the defense on their heels.
Now here's Williamson. Here's Robinson Earl. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Alperen Şengün. I've heard some talk about this idea, Stan. What do you think about adding a one-on-one tournament to the All-Star Weekend?
Wow, Kevin, I love that idea. And if you could get the better players to play, I think there would be some serious interest in that from fans and some great competition among the players.
We see it every night in the NBA. That's what we all crave for, right? We want to see the biggest names against each other.
Yeah, every night we want to see the best players one-on-one against the other great players in the league.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Steven Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Tari Eason comes in for Smith. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Shepard. He hits both from the strike.
This is as good as it gets from the charity strike here in the second.
Holiday, the pass to Adams. Pass to Whitmore. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
This is what I love about Whitmore, his fearless attitude and that ability to draw foul.
The line for the Rockets, Whitmore, 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. Olenek, he's checked in for Jeremiah Robinson Earl. No good on the second free throw. Well, Stan, the NBA awards impact so much on these players and what they think they can acquire and achieve. How do you feel about the structure of award voting?
Well, right now, Kevin, there's about 100 panelists that each get a vote, and that seems like as good approach as any. Certainly, I need to be on that panel, and, you know, I mean, I think we'd probably get more worthy award winners if they would just let me pick them myself.
But you know, they make your picks public, and a lot of times voters are uncomfortable with that.
Yeah, that doesn't really bother me. I'm used to people disagreeing with me anyway. I have a family, Kevin.
On the free throw, no good. Houston's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Now here is Holiday. Adams finds Whitmore. And the layup's good off the glass. And that's 13 points for Cam Whitmore.
And he might be a rookie, but Whitmore can play some bully ball. He will get it inside and be as physical as anybody.
McCollum against Holiday. 3-pointer. McCollum, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
At the elbow, Whitmore. Stan, you always emphasize defense. What do you make of the offensive surge in the NBA today?
Well, Kevin, look, skill level is the best it's ever been. Shooting range is incredible, which makes defenses have to defend more and more of the court. Rules and officiating favor the offense. It's never been harder to defend in the NBA.
It sure looks that way. You're right. Here's Williamson following the score by Houston. Whitmore with it. Right wing. Back to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
And that play is tailor-made for Adams. Not many guys set a better screen and then the quick roll off it to get the finish.
Pass to McCollum. Here's Messi. Here's Olynyk. Out to the right wing. And that one's good, Williamson. 12 points for Zion Williamson.
Can you even believe this is the same guy? What a difference here in the second half.
Tate with the screen for Whitmore. Driving inside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Smith checked in for the Rockets. Williams comes in for Aaron Holiday. Adams outside. Smith with a wide open look. It's good from long range.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Williamson outside. Williamson double team. Inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Jabari Smith picks one up. Greg, a lot of parity around the NBA. You think fans like that?
It's a great question, Kevin. And there are trade-offs, but as a league, you've got to foster competition and live with the results. And the reality is, doesn't it feel better when there are more teams that have a legitimate chance to win it all?
That one is off for the Rockets. Jay Shante comes in for Whitmore. And Shepard subbed in for Williams. And the second free throw, good. Now Shepard. Doubled by McCollum. Shepard, the pass to Adams. In the corner, it's Eason. Houston moving it around. Clock at 6. Smith finds Tate. And here's Smith. The tray. He misses it. He's 4 for 7 from the floor. McCollum outside. There's the triple. Tries again. And he lays it up and in.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Yeah, they need to pay attention to the details. Second chance points are backbreakers.
Here's Shepard. Pass to Tate. We've got 1:48 left to play in the final quarter. He takes it in, and the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Nisi's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Eason against Williamson. And landing zone fouls have been a part of the rule book for some time now, Coach. It's changed how shooters shoot.
No question, Kevin, and it's a good thing, I think. The NBA needs to protect the shooters. They're doing that. None of us wants injuries that could be prevented. We don't want to see the great shooters just come down and land on somebody's foot and miss 6 to 8 weeks.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Houston.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in there about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And when it's all said and done here, this will mark their 38th W on the year.
And this will be their third win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Jalen Green.
And he found a way to leave his mark on every facet of the game. His activity and energy were huge factors.
Cam Whitmore, he's checked in for the Rockets. Here's McCollum. The Rockets pull it in. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Shepard. He's guarded by McCollum. Count it.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
And Olynyk kicks to Williamson. Fires the 3. Offline. So we see the Rockets taking the win here. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll do it, folks. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony.